Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to reverse a little bit of what I wanted to do tonight. I want to do the funny stuff first and some of the serious stuff after the funny stuff, but I think we're going to do it in reverse order. So I want to do some of the serious stuff first to make sure I get it done, and the funny stuff, whenever we get done, we get done.
It's not time for the quiz yet?
Yeah, the quiz was the
Means he
funny
will
stuff.
stay dressed.
So the quiz thing we're going to do after the serious stuff.
Quiz is going back.
I want to appreciate, first of all, everybody being here. There's going to be another party that I'm going to be inviting other teachers and students in April. The reason why I'm doing it that way is that I really wanted to have a party here for what I consider to be the people I really wanted to see, and in this atmosphere. This is my favorite place to eat. And I wanted to honor some people that have meant a lot to me during my 25.42 years of teaching. That's what they told me. As long as I got over 25, I figure I was able to have a party here tonight. So they gave me exactly 25.42 years in the system.
That's funny.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to honor some of the people that have meant a lot to me, and this is what I'm going to do. So I've got a few things I want to give out, and I want to show some appreciation to some of the people that I've known for a very long time in my departments. I started teaching in December '88 is when I started to sub. The first person I ever met at Newtown High School was Sylvia Lutsky. I subbed at the ESL program, and Sylvia was the first person in the ESL department to actually help me to let me know what the heck was going on. And I really appreciated the help that day because I had no idea what I was doing. It was the first day that I was ever in school. So I really appreciate it, and I've known Sylvia the longest of anybody in 25.42 years of teaching. Although I have to admit they did not give me credit for that month of teaching. I started December '88, and the Board of Ed said I started February '89. So everything up to February '89, I really didn't get credit for. So even though I didn't get credit for it, I will always look at Sylvia to be like the first person to welcome me into the field of teaching. So I really appreciate that. So I really wanted to honor some of the people in my social studies department for helping me out over the years, and I like to give a token gift to a lot of people. So that's what we're going to do now. I wanted to save this sort of towards the end, but we're going to do it now instead. So the first person that I would like to honor, we're going to do the guys first, and we're going to do the women second. So the first person I would like to honor is my former AP, and Paul Rosenblum I thought was a really good, great AP. He was so good, he only stayed for a short while.
Yes.
He was so good, he only stayed for a short while, and he's been very successful now in Roslyn. So for the short time that I knew Paul at Newtown, which we're going to get to some other stuff later, I really would like to thank Paul very much for the friendship and for the leadership that he showed me during the few years that Paul was at Newtown High School. Hold on. We got to get a picture before. Louis, you're on there. Louis, we got a picture to do, Louis.
And we will hear from Paul a bit later.
Thank you.
And now, back to our show.
The rest really are not in any particular order. Not in any very particular order. I just have a list and I'm going to go down. The next person I would like to honor is one of my best friends from Newtown High School. I went to become a dean in 2003. And the person that I was a dean with for 6 years was Jean Gurr. And Jean helped me really thought we had a lot of fun in the dean's office, and he showed me a lot of the humor that I always thought that I'm a humorous guy, but I still say, I know I've said it before, I still think Gene is the funniest guy that I've ever met at Newtown High School. His wry wit, I think, has definitely been appreciated by me. And I'd like to give...
Is he your competition?
I'm underwhelmed. Got it? Okay, good job.
Wait, Al?
Oh, did he, that be another picture?
Notice how I...
Next person on my list is somebody that I met early in my teaching career at Newtown High School. I think that he's, again, one of the funny people I've met. I have always admired his knowledge of history. He's taught me a lot, and I really enjoyed him through the years. And I wish that he would have stayed longer than he did, but I understood that he had to go. And to this day, I still think out of all the retirement parties I went to, he gave the retirement speech. So I'm really not going to try to top him in any way tonight. So I'd like to say thank you very much to Tom Tillitz. He was a mentor.
You take that?
He was a mentor, and I really appreciated the help that he gave me when I was a new teacher at Newtown High School. Got it? Okay. Okay. You gonna take a picture with him? Ready?
All right. Now got it.
Now got it, okay.
A countdown. We have to every day.
All right, he's not here. Well, he should be. Next, one of my best friends from the department. He was somebody that I love talking history with. He was himself a war hero as far as I'm concerned. He was in the Korean War, and we had a lot of good times at Newtown High School together. And I appreciated all the talks we had one-on-one, and I'm glad that he was here tonight. And so, Sal, this is for you.
For a history teacher, he has a bad memory. I was not in any war. Except the one in Newtown.
Over here, Tobin, look over here.
Hey boys, turn around, turn around.
Turn around.
Zibber, I heard you were Spanish American.
Tobin, turn
Turn
around.
around, turn around, turn around.
I thought you said you were.
Okay.
All right, hey, what can I say? I guess I got that story wrong. I'm on history teacher. I guess I'm gonna get it. Next. Now, when Tom Tillitz retired, he emphasized his gang of four that he would have lunch with a lot. I never had a gang of four. I had a gang of two. And each year that I had a lunch period, since things started to happen at Newtown, I seemed to have lunch with a different person every year. And it started really in 2010. And I wanted to say thank you very much for the talks that we had. He was very, very supportive of me during the times that I needed support. And so Dennis, I'm going to thank you for being here. Now, at Lewis's bar mitzvah, I called up every single person to get a piece of, to do the candles. And I still can't believe I left off Dennis. But, right next to the cake, Dennis's seat was right there, so he was in just about every picture. But he just wasn't standing up. So I could have sworn I did, but anyway, thank you very much. Got it? Okay. I thought it was. I guess I got that wrong. Next, one of my best friends in the department, I would say out of all the people that I have talked to over the years, he's definitely been one of my favorite confidants. He knows everything that I was going through, and I really enjoyed his advice, and I followed his advice many times. And I still think he's one of the most brilliant playwrights, that he will eventually make it on the big stage. So, Manny, this is for you.
Forgot to mention I was in the Korean War.
You haven't said
Got it?
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Like 6 or something?
Baile, baile.
Sorry, Alan.
It's all right. Next. One of my favorite people in my department. I've said this many times over the years, not to embarrass him, but I've gotten to know a lot of people that came into the department and out of the department, and over the years, I have taken the time when I have my lunch periods, and I would really stand outside people's rooms just to hear what they were doing. And I still say today, the teacher that I respected the most, that I thought that he put in the most time, the most effort, and whether the students appreciate him or not, I appreciate him very much. And I'm glad he's here tonight, Joe Doyle.
You're witnessing Al's diet regime.
Yes.
Just saying, he's gonna.
Tobin, look over here.
Thank you, Al.
And there he goes.
I love it.
Next. Not here. Next. Not here. Next.
Retiring?
Well, the people that were in the social studies department that are not here, they're also going to get the ties, hopefully, that I'll be meeting them sometime. I will like to now go for the ladies. And
They want to go for him and
I appreciated all the camaraderie that I've had over the years, and there are some women that I think I talked to more than others, and the one that I think I talked to the most is Mariana. So,
Look over here.
Look over here, look over here.
Mariana. Where am I going?
video.
Right here, right here, right here.
Video, and
Wave to the video. Woo!
Give him another hug.
Oh boy.
next. She has helped me a lot. Oh, I think she's probably one of the sweetest people that I've met in my 25.42 years of teaching. I have never heard her say one negative word in 25, less. Well, since the 1990s, I've never seen her utter one negative word at any time that I've been around Newtown High School. And I consider her a good friend, and Kluma, this one's for you. I don't know of one time that she said one negative word about anybody. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know a lot of these teachers? Oh, yeah.
One of the nicest ladies, and again, maybe I've heard her say maybe one negative thing over the years, but she's been very, very nice to me and to Lewis over the years, and this one is for Bernadette. Another person who was very, very nice to me throughout my years at Newtown High School that we've talked many times. Lewis and I have seen her perform in dance recitals. She's a very good dancer, and I'm very happy that she's here tonight. And Juan Suk, this one's for you.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next. Well, she's not here.
Half time.
Does that mean that
The cheerleaders come out. No, he got no, but he has something negative to say about her now.
Oh, they're not here. Well, the fact that he is here, I'm going to give one. I was not able to find a picture. But Tim, thank you for the friendship over the years. Excuse me. So, this one's for you. I also have something for his wife, but his wife's not here. So, I'm going to hold on.
You didn't know.
I wanted to give it to Kathy personally, but
But then Tim married her and he couldn't give it to her.
okay, let's see. Who else do I have?
Smack is up.
Sometimes he just comes out.
One person that I think I spoke to about the most of the department over the years. She's very, very special to me, and I'm very happy that she's here tonight. And Joan, this one's for you. Picture Lewis? Okay, very sweet. Well, I still have some stuff to move on. All right. No, it's for the department. I was giving out to the department. It's 9:10? All right. Well, all right, now that I was giving out, the one that obviously, if you look at the ties and if you look at the mugs, there's one person that should have been here that is not here. I think about her often, and I don't think that it's Newtown High School without her. She's probably one of my best friends for several years, and when she passed away, it really, really hurt. Kathy Nardi was a big confidant of mine, and I really shared a lot of what I was going through, and she really had a lot of great advice. So when you see the tie and the mugs that you got, you'll see that she's very prominent on the tie and the mugs. So she was... one person that I'm really, really sorry is not able to be here today. Some of the people that are not here today will hopefully be in the April party, but Kathy, there's not a day that goes by without me thinking about the things that she did for me and the advice that she gave, and I still miss her even today, even though she's been gone for now a long time. So thank you very much. And we'll go on with the other stuff for this in a few minutes.
Return you now to your...
Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what he's doing. I put you send the pen. Carry pad. That's when the QR is coming in.
Oh, I know.
Happy birthday. Over 10 years.
Yeah, it's
I know.
That's May 2004.
maybe you would take, you take whatever that's going on.
You know why I say all the more? Woody Elmore was we started holding people and all ridiculous it was, and then she went out on the set by the morning and she was gone.
The night, okay, the day before the day.
Right, you got it?